Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy DJ coming at you. Bazam! Okay, really fast here. Those of you who have the HG-P407 Toyota Hilux, yeah. Well, I found out a way to make a 12 millimeter hex work on this truck. That's right, without spending a lot of money. You will have to spend a little money at RC4WD and get their little kit, which comes with this, 4 of these, and a few other pieces, okay? So for starters, you have to go to RC4WD and order the Tamiya Bruiser kit for a hex adapter. Now, they say it's for the HG-P407 too, and not necessarily. You can modify it to make it work, and that's what I did. I'll try to make this very brief. Okay, guys, here's the rear axle. This is all stock right here. You see this, the collar right here for the bearing. So the bearing rides off that collar, right? Bam! And the stock thing goes over the bearing like that, right? Cool, well, you can get rid of this. We'll set that off to the side for now. Now, let's look at the RC4WD hex adapters that they give you. Bam, right there. See that right there? Beautiful. But you can put it on there and it slides over the bearing. Problem is, when you go to, if you want to put a wheel on there, you got all this space left over that's not allowing you to tighten up your hex, whatever. So what we need to do is push this hex adapter out like that, all the way out to here. Okay? See what I'm doing, guys? We need to find a way to have this hex adapter come all the way out over the flat spot to here, and then drill a hole through there, right? So here's what I figured out, guys. Here's what I did. Let me take this back off now. I went to the hardware store, Ace True Value. I brought this one bearing with me, okay? I told the hardware guy, hey, I need a collar or a sleeve, whatever you got that will go through here so that this bearing can ride freely off of the collar. This is what the guy came out with, okay? Check this out, guys. Check it out. Watch closely. Fits perfectly through the bearing, okay? You guys see that with your own eyes. It works. I don't know what the part is called, but I'm going to hold it in my hand so you guys can get a snapshot of it. Okay, that's all it is. They're hollowed out. Okay, the only problem I had was they were still a little bit, they were still a little small as far as the inside to slide over there. So all I had to do was put this in a vise, get a drill bit, the appropriate drill bit, and drill it out. And this is what you got after you drill it out. Slides on there perfectly. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost done. So you see, what you'll have to do is, first of all, start off with RC4WD, get their hex adapter kit. Again, they say that this is for the Tamiya Bruiser 2012 edition and for the HG-P407. Again, it will work on the HG-P407 if you modify it the way I did. I figured out how to do it. Okay, here we go. Let me slow down a bit. So you got your bearing here, guys. That's the stock bearing. Remember, we need to slide this hex adapter out so it comes right up to here, right at the end of the shaft. So you got that space there to put on your lock washer. So what I did was, you got the collar right here. It slides, wrong one. Collar slides completely over, right? You guys can see that it works fine. Only problem is, you don't see the flat spot, right? So all you got to do is shave a little bit off this collar, like a millimeter or so off the collar, and it will work. I haven't done it yet, but check it out. When you line it up on the outside, that's how you can line it up. You'll mark this collar here. You mark it, and then you'll get a Dremel, shave that off. You guys see where I'm going there? Look at it closely. It will work. Shave that off, and then it'll be lined up up to here, right? So you gotta, when you shave that area off, you'll have, hang on a second, let me turn on the torch, maybe that'll help. When you shave that area off, you'll have this whole flat spot available, right? Once you have that flat spot available, then all you have to do, very simply, is put this hex adapter on there, on the flat spot, right, line it up right there, go to the full length of this the lock nut shaft, get some paint or whatever and mark the spot, take it off, and you'll have a little dot somewhere there in the center, hopefully. And then all you have to do is get the appropriate drill bit, put this in a vise, drill through that nice and slow, and then you'll be able to stick your pins through that hole, okay? And then what you'll do is, to finalize everything, Remember, you have to shave like a millimeter off of this, but it does go on there. Hang on, let me get the one that goes on there. So you imagine this being shaved off like a millimeter, and this will go on like butter. See that right there? You can see where I got threads right there, but I just need to cut that shaft off, that collar off, so I can have that complete flat spot exposed. Once you do that, guys, you have a 12 millimeter hex adapter that will work perfectly. I promise you it will work. I haven't even shaved mine yet, but just looking at it, remember it slides over. See, when I slide it right to the end, I slide it where it's supposed to be. I'll just mark that spot, drill a hole through there, and then put the lock nut on there. Put the lock nut on there, and you're done, guys. Okay, this is a surefire way. So after you do that, that pin will probably lodge. You can drill a hole completely through this hex if you want. If not, yeah, you're going to want to drill a hole completely through the hex. That way you can get that pin out of there when you want to. And what you could do even is to put maybe a little tab of glue on each end, Elmer's glue or something like that. And then when you need to get the pin out, all you have to do is just poke it through like that. But it will work. I guarantee you it will work. All I have to do is shave that little bit off the collar and I'm done. Okay, again, the parts that you will need, you'll have to visit RC4WD Drive, get their hex adapter kit right here for the Tamiya 2012 Bruiser and HG-P407 at RC4WD Drive. Then the work begins. You have to go to the hardware store, take one bearing with you, and I'm going to hold these in my hand one more time so you guys can get a snapshot of those. See that right there? Have the guy find you some type of little collar that will go through the bearing. Very simple, guys. I believe in sharing ideas. See that? Right. There you go. And that's all it is to it. So the only part two parts I bought were the kit from RC4WD Drive, the beautiful hexes, and then you go to the hardware store, have them find you some collars like that will go through that bearing. And then all the hard part is, and it ain't really hard, is carefully drill through the center of that plate there on the shaft and use this gadget right here to mark it. All you have to do is line that up, get some dye or whatever else, and a red marker, put a little spot there, and then it comes in the drill press, drill a hole safely through the middle, and you're good, guys. Okay, just wanted to share that. Also, one other thing, you're going to want to drill a hole, put this in a vise, and drill another hole that goes all the way through the other side of this, too. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that part. That's it, guys, and you will be able to mount 12 millimeter hexes on your Tamiya Bruiser or Bruiser clone HG-P407. Thank you very much. Thought that of myself. The fat lady has left the building.